The universe is intensely specific. Make nothing general. Being general is lazy, and also being general is not truthful. It's not how the world works. Universe, whether it's certain species or like if you look at a flower or you look at a snowflake, it's like everything is so specific. It's not general. Even people, you look at every person, and every person has these very, very unique, specific things: how they say things, how they dress, how they look, how they cut their hair, what they wear, versus if you vanilla or just like you kind of like wash everything over with one tone. And that applies to your, like when you're doing a monologue, finding all of the notes, finding all of the beats, making all of the choices, rather than you have a preconceived notion like, oh, this is a fight, this is an argument, I'm mad at her, so this whole scene I'm mad. And then you watch that and nothing specific. It's just, oh, that guy was generally mad. Okay, that guy can yell and be angry. Great, way to go. Like, who can't do that? So just being very specific, specific in your choices, specific in your movements, especially movements, physical movements. So we already talked a little bit about it, but if it's always this over and over, it becomes the same thing over and over, and then it just doesn't mean anything. Versus finding specific ways, like when you're handling a prop, you can handle it just in a very generic, general way, or you can do something with it that is very specific and informs your character and informs the story, and ultimately is unique compared to 100 other auditions that they saw. Being very specific with your wardrobe choices as well. Tom, I'll often say your background and your wardrobe and your lighting all speaks before you even say a word in an audition. So if you're very specific about that, then they see someone, oh, this person makes strong choices. And when you are specific, especially when it's specific things that are unique to you, then casting and production gets to see a fully formed, unique, special human being. And I've heard a lot of people say this, but no character is going to be more interesting than you as a human being, because if you've lived a proper life, you've lived a fully fleshed out, exciting life that is filled with all the ups and downs and all these positive and negative experiences. So if you bring more of specifically you and your bold choices to any role, that's going to pop off the stage or pop off camera more than generalizing things will. So be specific. ABS, always be specific.
This is very similar to what you just said, but I do love just the wording of it. Justify everything, every word you speak, and every move you make.
Right.
Because you have to. And like if you know the who, what, when, where, why, and how, then you are ahead of most of the actors that you're working against right now.
Yeah, make sure it's all justified. Why are you saying it? Why are you making that move? What do you want? And constantly ask, why are you still in the scene? Why are you still on stage? And if you don't have a good answer to it, well, then you would have walked off, or the other person in your scene partner maybe would have walked off. So justify everything, which is also Hamlet's advice to the players. So that's always such a brilliant piece of text to return to, because Shakespeare really informs a lot of this stuff just in that one little bit.